Hey everybody, how you doing? Thanks so much for joining me. This is Stephanie Frank in Houston, Texas. I'm with freedomops.com. Today I want to talk a little bit about SEO and how to optimize and get the best results. Now, SEO optimization or search engine optimization is used when anytime you put any content on the web. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you are a internet marketer or you are doing some type of marketing on the internet that you're trying to learn more about what SEO is. Um, and there's several things online. You can find out lots of information. But the truth about SEO, it's been a long time, very confusing. A lot of webmasters is just, they change constantly. The search engines are just constantly updating things, the algorithms. So it's kind of hard to keep up with them sometimes. So SEO optimization is a vital piece to the content that you put on your web pages in order to bring traffic. So, if you think about the process, every time that the new content that you publish on a web page, every time that it's published, the search engines, what they do is they instantly go and they are notified by a ping. So that ping is then, it sends them to your blog or wherever your content is. And what it does is all those bots, they basically, the Google bot, they do an examination on your content and they find out, what it's about, what the keyword, the search terms, what topic it's about, and if it's relevant. You know, um, it's very important to have relevant information. Now, some things that you can put, some content that you can put that you will need SEO optimization to learn would be video, any audio or podcasts, any type of content like blogs, social media. And then I want to talk a little bit about backlinks. Backlinks are very important for SEO optimization. That's off page SEO. And there are a couple of different types of backlinks. There's regular, there's mid, and there's authority. And authority is where you want to be. You want to have backlinks from like edu or gov. You don't want to have just a bunch of really, you know, bad backlinks, because if you do, then it's going to result in your website paying the penalty and paying the cost for that. You're not going to have a very good ranking. Now, SEO optimization is critical if you want to have effective results and you want to drive traffic. So let's go ahead. I did put a little bit of notes here. Now, as I was mentioning before about the relevance, SEO, what that equals is exposure and relevance. The relevance of what you have is what these Google bots or whatever the bots are out there looking for, those search engines, and that's how you get ranked high. Google is the main one. Google is who you want to rank high with. So you can go to google.com and do some research on what they look for. Also, I've written a blog, very detailed information about Google, how they work, and Google bots and indexing and all that information. So feel free to take a look at that. But basically, what you want to do is for the first 90 to 100 days of adding your content to your site, you want to be continuous. You want to do this every single day. And what that's going to do is going to help your site become an authority site. Meaning, remember we were talking earlier, the backlinks, there's 3 different levels. You want to have that authority site. And then you want to use spun content. Spun content is obviously you're gonna you can use the best spinner or instant article wizard, um, but you can use that spun content like up to about 5 times, and you can use different submitters. I know there's quite a few out there. There's TriPro for the social media I use. I also connected with OnlyWire through that. That's the auto submitter through OnlyWire connected to my TriPro. And then there's also Magic Submitter. And Magic Submitter will help you get article directories, bookmarking sites, RSS, all different types of services. So if you were to mix the TriPro along with the OnlyWire and the Magic Submitter, then you pretty much have all the different links that you need covered for your SEO. Okay, so keywords, very important. Keywords are what drive the SEO. Now, I kind of messed up on this, and I'll show you here in a minute. We're going to go to my blog, and I'll show you a little bit about SEO optimization there. I was putting like 30 keywords. I don't know. I was going to Google AdWords or Keyword Tool, and I was doing my research, and I know how to do all that, but it was it was just crazy because all my blogs have like, all these keywords, and then I learned you just need to have one main keyword. So that's very important. You want to focus on one main keyword. And then you want to, you can use a couple of related keywords. That's okay. Um, but not too many, maybe a couple. And then you want to use your keyword in your alt image text. And if you're not familiar with that, look it up. We're not going to get into that. Okay, and keyword ideas. You want to basically keep your keyword very hot topics, what is being talked about. What I do is if I see something on the news that I think is interesting, I go ahead and maybe do some, write a blog or something about it. Um, and then I personally like to keep my blog very educational, inspirational, informative, and also, interesting. So that's what a hot topic is. Something that everyone's talking about, that everyone's going to know about it. Go ahead and tag onto that. And then another great thing, do it, write a blog or do a video about leaders, people that are making money, people that you want to learn from, people that are where you want to be. Like Lawrence Tam, David Wood, all these people, Jeff Buchanan. There's so many I could just go through. But you basically go ahead, do some research on them, and write a blog or do a video about it. And then you can do reviews. They're okay. A lot of people are doing that. I actually do quite a lot of reviews because I'm learning right now. So if you wanted to do that, that's fine. You just want to be creative, get something interesting that the reader's going to enjoy. That's the main thing about keywords. Okay, so 4 main key points of dominating the market in SEO. You want to get free traffic from neutral sources. And then social traffic, which we spoke about in the TriPro. I would suggest TriPro social traffic networking. It's just amazing there. It gives you a very strong presence. And also, you want to be at the social events. Depending on who you're with. I'm with Empower Network and freedomops.com. So, I want to take part. I know Austin is coming up in January. I'm totally stoked about that. And then number 3, you want to use paid media. You want to use paid traffic. You can go to Fiverr.com. You can get some traffic there. There's lots of other places you could go. Do a search. Google.com is your best friend. And then 4, offline SEO. This is all stuff that has to do with, that's not on, on your site. Local traffic, nothing online. Basically, you can write out cards, send out letters. There's so many things that you can do outside of just online marketing that in your local area that can really help drive traffic. Anything organic that's outside of the online market. Okay, and then market with, you can do signs and cards or whatever your 4th or 5th thing is, or the 4th offline SEO thing is here. Okay, so there's just a few notes. So let's go ahead and go to my blog real quick. And as you see, I got quite a lot here. And I've actually gone through and fixed them to where I only have a few keywords over here, a few tags. But as you see, there's still some I need to fix right up here. That there's way too many keywords here for me. But I just want to show you. We're going to go ahead and go into, I'm just going to click on Try Pro Review here. And if you're familiar with the WordPress blogs, over here we have the SEO score. This is amazing tool. Empower Network works with WordPress, so we have those great features. Now, I can't zoom in over here to the right, but if you just keep an eye over here, this is what we're going to be talking about. Basically, SEO, if you're using the Empower Network or the WordPress blog, it's set up for you. All you have to do is put all your content in right here, and then, your title and all that information. And then basically, you just pick whatever your keyword is, you type it right here, and it's going to be closed like this. It'll be until you actually adds. It'll be red, and then you add your keyword. It's going to give you a overall score of all of your content. This is going to be what the bots are looking at. This is what they pay attention to. The keyword density needs to be around 2%. As you see, mine's pretty good here. I got a really high score. And all these factors in this list right here are going to determine your score. So, I've entered enough words. I have my keyword is in my first sentence. It just tells you literally right here. You have your keyword in the last sentence. Internal link to the other pages. This just means, like down here at the bottom, I have, my systems. I've got my internal links to all my systems, and then I have my links to going to some of my other blogs. So that's what that means. And then please add the no follow external links. I need to fix that, I guess, but that's basically you can do a little search on google.com about the no follow. Um, okay, and then your images. All this is something I wanted to show you all. The images have the alt tag set to your keyword. This is very important. So we're basically going to go to one of my images. We'll go to my right here and edit. And I'll just show you, okay, with the WordPress Empower Network blog, this is how it's set up, where you can just come in here and do everything. I mean, look, it gives you the alignment. You can move it where it has nothing to the left, and the words will just come right around it to the center and to the right, however you want to do it. Now, the alt text is right here, alternative text. So this should say whatever your keyword is. In this case, my keyword is TriPro. There it is. And for some reason that doesn't have it. And then you don't have to have a link URL. I do because that's where I want this one to be linked to. But having the keyword right here, what that does is, let's say someone is trying to read your blog and their computer's very slow, so it's not bringing up your pictures. Instead of your pictures, what it's going to show is your ultimate text. And that text also counts to your keyword density and to your overall score for your SEO. So basically, this is what the bots are going to see. The Google bot is going to see if they don't see this picture. And even if the picture's there, they're still going to see this back here because that's how they work. So anyhow, that is the alt tag setting. Okay, then you have the H1 tag, the H2 tag, and the H3 tag that has to contain your words. This is kind of hard for me to figure out in the beginning. I couldn't do it, but it's pretty easy actually. All this means is there's headings like, okay, here's a heading right here. There's my keyword in the heading. This is a heading 3. All that means is, let's say if I needed a H2 heading, I just would click here in the drop down after, so I've got it highlighted, and then I basically just switch it to heading 1 or whatever I want to do. I mean, and that's it. It just means that your keyword, my keyword in this case is TriPro, has to be heading 3. And very important too, if I bold this or underline it or anything like that, it's going to take away from my H3 tag over here with my keyword. There cannot be any special formatting on those types, the headings, in order for them to count on this SEO score. So just a little side note there that I did learn over time. Okay, so and then very self-explanatory, have your keyword bolded. You want to have at least one throughout, like there it is, it's bolded. And then keyword is italicized, the same thing. You basically just want to find one. I know I have one in here somewhere because it's check marked. But and now I'm not sure why this does not change the underline, because I do have that underline, but for some reason it always stays red. But it's not a big deal. I have a very high score, so it's good. So that's pretty much it. You basically put your content in, and you just click. Once you put your keyword in, if it doesn't have a high score, it's going to let you know it's going to be red. It's going to tell you, the red X's of what you need to do. And you just go through and handle that. And once you've done that, another SEO important technique is to, make sure you categorize the tags, which are the keywords. That's the main thing. You just basically take whatever your keyword is. You'll go to here's where you go, Google AdWords here, and you're going to go to the keyword tool. So you would just go to Google AdWords or AdWordGoogle.com, and then it's under Tools and Keyword Tool. And then once you're in here, you basically type your keyword. Oops. And then you want to do a advanced options and filters, and we're going to look at all countries. We're going to change it to global. We're going to keep it, we want at least 1,000 visitors per month. And global monthly searches, so between 1,000 to 8,000 searches will be good. Then we're going to change this to phrase, uncheck broad, make sure we're on the keyword ideas tab, and then we're going to click search. And then there you go. I got my keywords. Obviously, my main keyword would be TriPro. You can always click right here on monthly services to give you the highest. So right now, for this keyword TriPro, the best keyword getting the most hits per month is marketing search engine. So anyhow, there's a keyword search there. Then I would go back in and make sure my tags have that information. Anyhow, so there you go in a nutshell. SEO optimization. I'm so glad that you joined me today. Again, this is Stephanie Frank with freedomops.com. Please stay tuned to Mrs. Frank 77 YouTube channel for more tutorial, more inspirational, and more very important, interesting information for you to use for your business. And I wish you the best of luck in all your ventures. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.